What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody, man? Welcome to Say What Said Again. I'm your host, Tyrus Ray. I'm going to go ahead and introduce everybody. Next to me, you got Avery Graves. What's going on, Avery?
Hey, what's up, family? What's up, family?
What's going on? What's up with that towel behind you?
Hey, you know what it is.
I know what
New
it is.
York Giants.
New York Islanders?
Watch your lips.
I'm just asking. I'm just trying to figure out what team it is.
Best team in football.
Next, we got Mr. Cowboy Nation. Who jerseys that you got on? Michael Irvin?
It's Michael Irvin, Dez Bryant, and CD Lamb.
Oh, come on now.
Okay, all right. You just name people. Dez Bryant career over, not a Hall of Famer. CD Lamb career over. You forgot the old dude who had it before Michael Irvin.
Don't worry about him. I don't know him.
Now you don't know him. You don't know your first two championships. So let's just call it that.
But we got more to you, so let's just call it.
No, you don't have more than me.
Yes, I do have more than you. I have more than you. I have a whole lot more than you.
No. You don't have more than me.
I have a whole lot more than you.
Why? I mean, I don't understand why you have this jersey.
Man, bruh.
I don't get it.
Come on, man. Y'all not winning championships, so let's go on to the next person. Bro.
I never said we was. But you continue to wear this garbage jersey, bro. Like, what's the point?
The point is, our organization is better than y'all. I know, man.
Your organization is not better than ours. So
y'all organization is better. Y'all organization.
You keep.
We got more championships than y'all, and we make more money. Next. And our cheerleaders are better.
We're in a bigger market.
And our cheerleaders are better.
Now you're Now you get to the cheerleaders? Oh man. This is out of control. Now
and our cheerleaders are better.
All right, man. So next we got Charles McCray, man, aka Eddie Kane. What's up, Charles?
Yo, what up, people? What's going on, people? How y'all doing, fellas?
What's up? And then last but not least, we got my guy Andre Skates. What's going on, Skates, man?
What's going on, everybody? How everybody doing?
Everybody.
Jared, to answer your question, Irvin doesn't force people. It's Jerry Jones.
Jared Jones did.
What does that mean? If I worry about what you gonna do?
First of all, I wasn't talking to you.
I mean, okay, you better not. I was just making sure because you sound a little hostile over there. I want to
see very hostile. Oh, John P. Key, my fault. That's what I should have said. TC John P. Key, that sounds a little better. But yeah, it be your own people. You know how it is. But to go ahead and start off, man, we got a little announcement to make. We're going to be partnering up with the new kind of up and coming basketball league called the Creating Young Minds Basketball League, and we're going to be doing a little bit of basketball analysis for them. It's kind of like it's based off a team that was in the TBL, which is the basketball league, which is a pretty good basketball league in the United States. The team is the Louisville Leopards, but outside of that, they made a couple of smaller teams, and they actually have the Creating Young Minds Academy, which is they have some high school students there, and they also have some students that's what it's like post grad, where some kids go after they leave high school to sometimes end up going to a better college. So they had 3 games on a Sunday. So the first game was the pros against the undiscovered team. The pros won 84-80. Now, some of the things that I noticed in that particular game was one of the people that really stood out to me was Jaret Henderson. He's kind of a do it all forward. 16 points, 13 rebounds. He's like a rebounding machine. This is one of those people that you need that kind of person on your team. The next person was Damian Durham. I know me and James briefly spoke about him.
Damian Durham, he was like a Klay Thompson, but with a little bit more handles. But not saying he ain't on Klay level or anything, but definitely let it ride like Klay. He can shoot from anywhere. I'll give him some credit. He definitely should be overseas somewhere. I would say that.
Yeah.
Well, that dude balls a bit.
Yeah.
But 17 and 14, shoot.
Yeah,
that's tough too, bro.
Hey, Avery, he was coming down pulling from the volleyball line. Pull up
with 14 rebounds.
Yeah, with 14 rebounds. Him and him and Henderson, man, they both kind of went back and forth grabbing rebounds. Every time a rebound come off, he grab it. Next time he come off, he grab it. But they both kind of was just doing a little bit of everything. Damian Durham, he played at Cal State Bakersville. He holds the WAC, I guess the WAC record for 3-pointers. But yeah, he
can shoot. I give him credit.
Something else. 3-point shot. I think the most 3-pointers. The most 3-pointers in their career.
Gotcha.
And then something else I found pretty interesting too was they had a 16-year-old on their team, and he made some contributions to their team as well. Now the pros team that won, they have C.J. Carter, who spent a little time with the New York Knicks, 6'4", 215-pound combo guard.
Yeah, he made it look easy out there. He was.
Yeah, you can tell somebody been in the league.
Yeah, you can tell
somebody trying to get into it. Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. He spent a little time with the side. Say it again. What's case that?
That's good size. 6'4", 215.
Oh yeah, that's good size. 6'4", 215. Yeah, and he spent a little time with the Texas Legends in the NBA G League. He had 24 points, 5 rebounds, and then you had Aldrich Hills, who spent a little time in Cyprus and Germany. He had 21 points.
He was a tough guard. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a tough guard. 5'10", 180. So
yo, 5'10", 180, bro, and dropping the 21 piece, bro.
He was getting to the
and getting it right. That's impressive. But don't you ever notice, man? The small guys, man, they're really playing underneath that rim more. You know what I'm saying? They're just not shooting the jumpers. They get the rim.
And then you had Dante Smith, 6'5", 225, forward. He played in the Morocco Super League. He had 14 points and 4 rebounds too. That was the undiscovered. I believe that was their first loss of the season. So they've been playing pretty good. But that pro team is pretty good. And then also the pro team played 2 games back to back. So after that game, the pro team played the Louisville Black team, which is the team that the league is kind of based around. And in that game, the Louisville Black team, you had Marcus Brooks, 6'6", 190. He had 25 points and 13 rebounds. He's somewhat kind of just like Bosavic and Henderson, man. He was just kind of everywhere, grabbing rebounds, energy guy. He was just doing a little bit of everything. And then Jesse Williams, that also plays for Louisville. He had 20 points, 3 rebounds. And then the pros team again, C.J. Carter, man. What can I say? Like you said, you could tell when a guy has played in the league. He played for the Knicks. He also played for the Texas Legends. He added 18 points. Adrian Hill, point guard, he had 19. And then LaMarcus Lechaw, a combo guard, he played in the G League as well. He had 12 points and 6 assists. And last but not least, the last game of the day was the EA Hoops versus the Prospect. EA Hoops won 55-38. The people that stood out in that game was Keith Smith. He's an 18-year-old point guard that's still in prep school.
Yeah, he was lengthy.
1 points, 4 rebounds. And then Jaden Patch, he goes to
Lone Star
College. Yeah, Lone Star College, 18 years old, also 10 points. And then you had a couple of guys for the Prospects that played overseas. Rick Curry from Romania, he had 10 points. Abraham Davalos had 10 points as well, 5'8", 65. Anything else anybody want to add about the CYM? Anything that kind of surprised them or anything they liked? Or
no, one thing that surprised me about how many of the youngsters they got from. You're not used to seeing that in the United States. You're more used to seeing that overseas. You know,
right.
Sometimes they start at 14, man, playing in pro leagues. So that's good, man. But I think if you are a young person, you should try to go with the big dollar, see where your skills are. That's the only way you're going to improve anyway, because that's going to come a long way as the years keep going. They may be overdeveloped at the time when they get 18. You know what I'm saying? When you're playing against older guys, like that. So Giannis is the same way. Dirk Nowitzki was the same way. So I mean, that's just a good trade instead of trying to hold these young people back. And if I don't know if they're getting paid like that, but they should also be able to get a paycheck at their young age. Why not? Pay more than McDonald's.
And then that's one of the things I really noticed too, man. Like you don't really see that too often. Like I know here in North Carolina we have the ABA, we have the ECBL, but it's all really pros. You don't have many. You don't have any high school students. You don't have any kids. You got young kids. You got guys that's played pro. And then I just kind of want to plug in their a couple of their social medias. We have Instagram. You got CYM. Louisville Leopards. That's on Instagram. Twitter, you have capital CYM Basketball. That's on Twitter. And then Facebook, we have CYM B-Ball. And then on LinkedIn, if you got any questions about the league, you can hit up Shira Ackerman or Matthias Crowder. That's one of the coaches, and that's the CEO of the league. And also, it's creating young minds. Anybody has any questions, they can hit us up. Anything like that. So
if you got somebody that want to know the name of that league again. Could you repeat the name of that league again?
I'll type it in the comments.
Somebody said in the comment.
Appreciate you. And then I was going to right before we get started on our stuff, I was gonna go ahead and attack Chris's question he asked. He said Larry Fitzgerald has played 17 years. He has 1,423 catches, 17,429 yards, 120 touchdowns, only 29 drops. How is he not considered to be the best player ever to play the position? Anybody want to?
Go ahead,
Hey, Chris.
Answer Chris asked.
And you really, and I probably thought was like real good, but are you serious? Like the dude has 200 touchdowns. Like are we really having this discussion, Todd? 200 touchdowns, bro. Not 100, not 150. The greatest of all time has 200 touchdowns as a receiver.
Man, he only got
one. I don't even understand. What are we talking about here? And then the dude played in the era where everything was legal. Hitting you in the head, hitting you in your thigh, clipping you, uppercutting you, chop blocks, whatever. Grabbing your helmet, busting your head for 200. Man, he got to stop.
Yeah, he got to stop. Yeah,
he got to stop. I mean, I'm a Terrell Owens fan. I'm
a Terrell Owens fan too.
I personally think he's the best receiver, but if we're gonna go by numbers and stats and career, like Jerry Rice there's no other receiver. I'm being biased by saying T.O., but we're being realistic. Jerry Rice is the best receiver. I just don't understand. I don't get his question. I'm sorry.
So another.
I just say with Fitzgerald, I feel like, of course, he's not the.
But he's a monster.
I don't think his name is mentioned enough, though. I really don't.
So Chuck, I like that, Chuck.
To be on that Cardinals team.
Yeah, that boy laughing, boy.
That's a tough.
You think he's a top 10 receiver all time, though?
It's a possibility. We got to look at the numbers.
If we look at it, he might be.
But the problem is, will be like Megatron, right?
Mm-hmm.
We think they say he's top 10, but I don't think his number is going to fit top 10. Problem with Larry Fitzgerald, his splashness isn't big enough because he was in the Cardinals, right. But his numbers probably will sit top 10. You know what I'm saying? You're apples and oranges on that. So I don't know what you base on. You go based off the game, or you basing off the numbers? Because Jerry Rice, you base off the game and the numbers, and he's still number one.
Everything.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and another thing that was asked to me earlier too was it's a list that came out. Top 10 wide receivers all time. And the list was Jerry Rice, number 1, obviously. Randy Moss, number 2. Terrell Owens, number 3. Calvin Johnson, number 4. Don Hudson, that played for the Green Bay Packers, number 5. Larry Fitzgerald, 6. Lance Allworth, 7, that played for the Chargers. Marvin Harrison, 8. Seahawks, Steve Largent, number 9. And then number 10 was Chris Carter. The question that was asked to me is, why isn't Michael Irvin on this list?
But hold on, let me get back to Chris. I'm gonna let Bum over here, Dallas. I want him to explain that one. Chris says you can't. Chris says he has Hall of Fame quarterbacks. It ain't Larry Fitzgerald's fault that they didn't draft nobody as a quarterback in Arizona. That ain't his fault. Just like DeAndre Hopkins, he had Deshaun Watson. Name anybody else that you and Deshaun Watson. I'm just saying. That his quality. Nobody. Yeah. Not one quarterback on that team. Brock Osweiler. Yeah. Like, come on, man. Like, so don't do the quarterback. His numbers is his numbers. Yeah. But go ahead. Why do you think Irvin is James?
Irvin's on that list, James.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have put him on the list. I don't know some of them cats on there. So I would have to go back and look at their stats, but I would put him on there simply because he's the playmaker, man. He can get open. He used to go over people, go get the ball. Yeah, he's the playmaker. You heard me.
Yeah, he played a lot of make. He played a lot of make off and on the field. You're right. He made a lot.
We got right. You got right. During that time, boy, like you said, everything was legal. Everything was legal.
He showed me some plays.
Everything was legal.
He was making the right. He was making the wrong type of plays.
Yeah, I just think his career was short.
Yeah,
that's why. That's
what I was about to get to. His stats and like the rest of those stats, and like you said, his career was short. But he was a great wide receiver. But if you go by stats and stuff, he's not in the top 10.
Charles Skates, y'all think?
Hey, Darrelle Robinson, crazy time.
I can't argue with. I can't argue with this. They just said I can't. I think Michael Irvin was the beast though, but I think it's all up to. It's kind of your preference. It's kind of your preference, man.
It is. I agree with you on that. So next we want to talk about the AFC playoff, kind of the AFC playoff picture, AFC playoff race, however you want to look at it. So number one, do we all agree the Chiefs is probably number one? The winner.
Ain't no problem.
Ain't no problem. Ain't nothing problems about. We keep moving.
That's a definite.
So that's a definite, right?
Right.
So next, right now, probably in the number 2 spot, you got the Steelers. Everybody think they'll stay in the number 2 spot?
No,
I think they're in trouble because I think Cleveland might can catch them.
No, they can't catch them
in their division. Why can't they?
It's too far back.
Look at their remaining schedule.
I didn't catch them, Avery.
They're 11-2. Cleveland 9-4. They got 3 games left.
Cleveland 9-4. Cleveland 11-2.
And look at their schedule, Avery.
Cleveland
looking.
Okay,
look at the schedule.
Pittsburgh's going to beat Cleveland in the last game.
Oh, all right. Okay.
I mean,
okay.
I don't understand. Did you see what happened last night?
Have you been watching Cleveland?
Yeah.
That's
I'm not. Cleveland's beat one quality team all year. One.
What team is
that? James,
Tennessee. No, he has. They only beat one.
Now, last week when we were talking all this about Cleveland.
Okay, here you go.
You were having a different argument. Like, come on, man, you gotta be consistent.
What was the argument? And I can tell you. Go ahead.
You were saying, Cleveland better. We was on Cleveland case, and you was the one. Cleveland good, man. They all right.
Cleveland, okay, okay. Cleveland is no. You said with Cleveland Cavaliers. I do not believe him because of the last 3 games. I do like Cleveland. I'm not going to go away from that, but they have not been a quality team. That one quality team they beat, and that's the truth.
Who has Pittsburgh beat this quality other than Baltimore, and they shouldn't have beat them?
Baltimore twice. You gonna say Cleveland? They beat. They're undefeated. They beat Tennessee.
Well, we see what's happening now.
I mean, I'm just saying. But no. That's my point. Me and you are not gonna disagree. I get you. It's a possibility. I don't see it until I see Cleveland actually beat Baltimore and beat Pittsburgh, which they're 0-7.
Bro, Cleveland has the New York Giants, the New York Jets.
I got you, and I don't think they're going to beat
2 games. And if
they're not beating the Giants, baby. They're not beating the Giants, baby. Let's go.
See, so I'm talking about.
That's a big game. That's a big game.
That's a big game.
That's a big game.
You come up on an emotional ball. You come up on an emotional ball.
If Danny Dimes playing, they're going to beat the Giants.
Don't do that.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm glad you said that. You reassured me just there. Yeah.
This is Lord have mercy.
You just reassured me. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, but again, our defense is straight. Cleveland came on an emotional loss. Sometimes you don't get up again, and you have that bad loss, just like Seattle going to New York losing, just like Washington beating Pittsburgh. It was not a good. They're looking at these teams like, we can walk in there, slow walk, and beat them. So it's a possibility. I just don't think Cleveland's going to beat Pittsburgh. Who does Pittsburgh have the last 3? Because all they need is 1.
They have. I can look it up.
I think Cleveland.
They got Cleveland. I think Cleveland, Cincinnati.
That's the win.
Cleveland, Cincinnati, and the Colts.
That Colts is going to be tough. I'll give it to you. That Colts. But I don't see them losing to Cincinnati, and I think Cleveland's going to lose to Pittsburgh.
Bro, Pittsburgh just don't look good.
But they don't look good. No, you're right. Not because of Phillip Rivers. Stop it. He's been looking better. He's been looking. hey. He has been looking better, bro. Like I give it to you. He's doing his job enough to win. But that defense.
We try to tell you that.
No, it's not him.
Tell you
that defense. One more time. That defense is what's doing it. That run game.
So who's scoring the 30 points? The defense?
No, the run game. The run game's helping them out. The play action pass, the run game. They're not putting Phillip Rivers in.
So you just don't give him no credit. They're scoring 30+ points pretty much a lot of games.
Hey,
so
you got broken plays? Nah, he's not giving him credit. I told you his career's over.
You something else. Boy.
No, he's doing his job. Like I'm not mad at it. He's doing his job. I'm happy for him because the last 4 years this looks horrible. He better come up with a better offensive line, a better running game. I ain't gonna say a better receiving core because Keenan Allen's better than all the receivers, so I can't say that. I mean, you know what I mean? He has a better tight end. He has all the tools. All he has to do is not turn the football over, which Phillip is prone to do, but he's not. Less turnovers. They're not putting the football in his hands. He's not throwing it over 30 times.
So can you just say he's having a good year so we can start the
I just said I'm impressed, but he's still Garbino.
You got to throw it.
Man.
You didn't hear the last word?
You can't give him credit.
Oh, let's not talk about credit the way you've been at it, where you've been acting lately.
Who you talking to?
You talking to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've been on it.
Chuck, I will say this. I don't agree with Avery very often, but you're very hard. You're very hard. Out of all of us, I'm just saying, out of all of us, I think you probably the hardest critic then Avery.
You the hardest critic, bro. Chuck.
Yeah, you
bro.
You hard, bro.
No. You're consistent. I just come every now and then. I'm on somebody's case.
Last night, bro. Last night, bruh had a cramp where you said no. He had to take a.
He said no.
He said no. Like, it don't matter. Let the man talk.
That man had to go to the bathroom.
See what I'm saying?
That's me, man.
See what I'm saying?
He said no. You don't have a cramp.
No, you don't have a cramp.
As soon as your third string QB get out, he's come running out. Man, he was at
they went there and told him, "Hey, look, bro, my man hurt. You got to come." But now, so AFC East, that third spot, we think that's going to be the Bills, or you think the Bills will move up, take over the Steelers spot, 10-3, 11-2?
I think that's going to happen.
And that's going to happen. So Bills,
because I think they're going to lose. This is going to happen. They're going to lose to the Colts. I probably pick the Colts because their defense. Steelers have no run.
Buffalo?
No, over Pittsburgh. The Colts play Pittsburgh next, correct?
The Colts got to play Buffalo too.
Look at Buffalo.
This is Buffalo last 3 games. They got Cincinnati, they got the Colts, and they got Cleveland.
They got Miami. I thought they don't play y'all again.
Now Buffalo, I think we played them twice. We ain't on.
Y'all played the last game of the season.
Yeah, you play a division the last game.
Oh yeah. So they do.
It's Miami, right?
They got the Broncos, Patriots, and Bills.
Who?
Yeah, Bills got the Broncos.
Yeah, they good.
Bills got the Broncos and Patriots.
Yeah, I knew when you said something. See, Chuck's not a statologist, bro. He's not a statologist, bro.
Oh, but if you say Pittsburgh's going to win 2, if you say they're going to win 2 of their games, that means they won't, will they?
No. What I'm saying is this: if you got the Broncos, Miami's going to be tough, regardless. They're going to Miami, and who's the third one?
New England.
Patriots.
Okay, I'm giving them. They're going to beat New England.
No, man.
That's a division game. That's a division game. I'll give you that. But I'm going to believe they're going to beat New England. We all believe they're going to beat the Broncos. 50-50 on Miami. Okay, I think so. Right there, if they're tied, Buffalo has the tiebreaker. They beat them head to head. That's why they're going to get it. They'll have the tiebreaker. That's how I think they're going to beat them.
No, what I'm saying is, you just said when we were talking about Pittsburgh, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said you felt like they're probably going to win all 3 of their games.
No, the Colts. I think they're going to beat Cleveland and Cincinnati. That Colts, when you put that Colts, that's going to be tough. That defense is tough. They can't run the football. Pittsburgh cannot run the football. Period. They have no running back.
They've been dropping a lot of balls too.
Deontay Johnson.
Yeah. He been dropping. So I just don't see. I believe they're going to tie, and now I can see New England and Miami beating them both, and then that'll help. But
they play in Miami too, right?
Buffalo Miami game gonna be that's gonna be so important. That's gonna be an important game, bro. Good.
So next you got your AFC South, which is pretty much coming down to the Titans and the Colts.
I think
both teams are 9-4, but I believe the Titans have the better division record. So right now they're sitting in that 4 seed. You think
And they beat them twice. And they beat them twice, if not mistaken.
The Titans beat them twice?
Yeah.
Okay,
The Titans 4-1 in the division. The Colts is 2-2.
Yeah, the Titans beat them twice. I'm not mistaken.
I think Tennessee's going to win that division because of the schedule they have left. Tennessee, they got Green Bay, which they got Green Bay, but then they got Houston and they got Houston and Detroit.
Houston, yeah.
I like that gimme. I like that Detroit gimme. I don't know about the first two, bro.
They play the Lions, Green Bay, then Texans.
Yeah, but Detroit said that Detroit in tank mode, man.
They play Detroit at home, and the last two games away.
Yeah, and then the Colts got
Green Bay,
Houston, Pittsburgh, and Jacksonville. So the Pittsburgh is really their only hard game. They're going to beat Houston. They're going to beat Jacksonville. So it's going to boil down.
Don't say that. Listen, man. When you got a franchise quarterback, I'm not going to go out there and say they're just going to beat them. I'm not. I'm sorry. Even though Houston's looking bad, and it ain't because of Deshaun Watson. But
I don't think Deshaun Watson can beat that defense by himself.
Broncos.
Hold on. I got to give my shout out to Lou. What up, baby? What up, Lou? John Lou, what's up, baby?
Hey,
he a Bronco fan. What up, John Lou?
I see why he don't watch. Jesus.
Titans the second best team in the NBA. Hey, look, Gil, we got to take what you say with a grain of salt after that stunt. After that stunt, you pulled the other.
This dude,
after that stunt, you pulled the other day on Jesse post, man.
Second best team.
We ain't forget. But you think that's wrong? You think that's like?
I don't think it's wrong.
I don't think that's wrong. They're not better than Chiefs. I don't think they're better than Buffalo. I don't.
No, they're not. They're not better than Buffalo.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah,
because I feel like this. I feel like if Buffalo come out and they get on top of Tennessee, I feel like it's. I don't feel like. Go ahead.
What if it's the opposite? What if Tennessee get on top of them?
I feel like with that passing game, you come from behind.
Get back in the game. Tennessee can't.
Now with Derrick Henry running the ball, he's running the ball effectively.
I mean, you can minimize the time if you got Derrick Henry.
That's
the same way they did to the Kansas City Chiefs. But
Stafford is hurt. Forgot about that.
You know, I don't.
They're not. I don't.
So then watch this.
Defense, Buffalo has the better defense. Buffalo has the better offense. Buffalo is a better team.
I ain't gonna say they got the better offense. They got the better defense.
I don't know.
AJ Brown,
yeah.
AJ Brown's a monster.
He's a monster.
Derrick Henry's a monster. So watch this. Whose receiving core is better, Buffalo's or Tennessee?
Buffalo.
I think it's Buffalo.
All they got is Cole. And Stephon.
Yeah, but them two are so much better.
They got Gabriel Brown.
Come on, man. Don't do this.
What do you mean? He's a
Janua Smith. Hold on. Janua Smith is better than Gabriel Brown. I know he's the tight end. They just don't throw it to him enough. Then they got AJ Brown and Corey Davis. Is Corey Davis okay? I'm like, Stephon Gilmore is the top of the top. We're talking about the whole core. I don't think Buffalo's whole core is better than Tennessee's whole core. I don't.
But if they get into a shootout, bro, Tennessee ain't winning no shootout.
But they have the better quarterback because of the shootout.
I don't think they're gonna get into a shootout though.
I don't think Tennessee can stop Buffalo from scoring.
I got you. No, but Tennessee defense is not. They're not. That's fact.
And Buffalo defense is capable of. You see it against Pittsburgh. They're more.
Their defense is better. They stop them a couple times.
You stop Derrick Henry, it's a wrap.
Like I give you that. Now you stop him, it's a wrap.
You sit on the run and make Tannehill beat you.
That's easier said than done. Though.
Well, I've seen it done.
I mean, it's been done all year. He just have 200-yard games. He might get 60, then he might get 70, then he gonna have 200 again. Then he might get 60, then he might get 200 again.
I don't know about this 60. Come on, man. He's been run over Jacksonville. You got Jacksonville twice. You guarantee 200.
Jesus.
I mean,
he might be close.
He said Corey Davis a bum. I don't know about all that. But so last but not least, which brings us to the end, really, it looked like it's gonna come down to the Dolphins, man. The Dolphins and the Ravens kind of on the outside looking in right now.
And Cleveland.
You know what I mean? Well, the Cleveland's still sitting at 9-4. They still sitting at the 5th seed. But if they lose, then you're right. But I think it's gonna come down to Cleveland, Baltimore, and the Dolphins. Out of those three teams, which one you think is not gonna make it?
Y'all don't think the Raiders have a chance?
Miami.
No, I don't think so.
I'm with Skates. I think it's Miami.
That's not going to make it.
Yeah, Baltimore's schedule is too easy.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous easy.
Yeah.
There's no way they're losing none of these games. None of them.
Well,
My team, the last 3, none of them. That's all I'm basing off the schedule. I'm not basing off you know what I mean? I'm purely based on the last 3. Miami.
So you don't think the Giants gonna beat them?
Our defense. Lamar's on a mission.
They're playing in Baltimore also.
Yeah, but that's the
big
toughest.
difference.
That's the toughest 2 games they got because that's the toughest game they have.
They have, right? But guess what?
The Jaguars and the Bengals, they ain't tank.
Come on, man. They got Archie. The reason why I say I'm not gonna put the Giants over because our quarterback problems. We have no running game. We run okay. Offensive line is still hot garbage. He doesn't get the ball out quick. He's still fumbling. So the Baltimore defense is just as good as the Giant defense, and I think the Baltimore offense is more explosive than our Giants offense. That's just that simple.
But you got
to see that's the thing. I'm
with you, Skates. I don't
trust Baltimore playing from behind either, though.
Well, last night showed me a lot of things. Last night, bro, because I thought they were about to fall.
Yeah, Dolphins got a tough little schedule.
That's why I said I think it's gonna be the Dolphins.
What's the Dolphins schedule?
Their schedule not tough. It's just that one game, that Buffalo game.
They play the Patriots, then they play at Oakland.
Yeah,
that's gonna be tough.
And they play at the Bills.
I think we'll be out against the Raiders.
I think they go 2-1 though. In that, I think they get
the Raiders only one game behind. They're 7-6. Everybody at 8-5. But I get what y'all saying.
They're too up and down though. To me, that's just my opinion.
But they playing in Oak. They playing in Oakland. They playing in Las Vegas. So you never.
But the Raiders got too many teams. They got to beat out to get in there though.
I think get the playoffs. Oh yeah, I don't think they're gonna get in.
Do you believe? Okay. Do you believe that the Dolphins could go 0-3? It's a possibility.
No. No.
So you don't believe they could? I believe they could go 0-3, 2-1, 1-2, 3-0. Those are all the possibilities.
Yeah,
they're not going.
Like Baltimore, I believe they're going 3-0.
Yeah, I think Baltimore going 3-0. But I think
because again, I say if you can play a game like you just played against the best team in the league, I don't feel like you're going 0-3 against these teams when you can play the Chiefs like you just played them. That's just how I feel.
I don't know, man. Listen,
yeah,
he threw the ball. He turned the ball over 3 times. They still were almost up 20.
And it's Mahomes. Let's not do this now.
Okay,
when nobody else in the NFL have won that game.
Okay,
let's be honest.
You said the best team in the league, but they still were losing by 20. My point is, even though you said they had a good defensive game, they were still almost losing by 20.
I didn't say nothing. They had a good game. They almost won the game.
Did they?
I agree, Lou.
I don't agree. I don't agree.
Like it's 33-27. They played them well.
No, it was 30-14. Kansas City took the foot off the brake, and they came back in the game. No,
come on, man. Don't use.
I'm just saying. I'm not making an excuse. That's what happened.
My whole point is they played well against the Chiefs.
They played okay.
To where the Chiefs had to literally say, "Okay, let's beat them."
No,
to me, if you can play that way against the Chiefs, you can, like the teams you have to play.
You should be able to play that
game. Listen, nobody, even with 3 picks, nobody said in their mouth Miami was coming back in that game. Period.
No,
but they did.
They did not come back. What's come back? Come back, you win. Oh, they cut it down. The Chiefs did what they do. They got bored. When they got the 4th down, career over. That's what they do.
All right, man.
I'm sorry. If you got 3 picks and you sit down 20, and then you're saying, "Hey, we play good." Maybe your offense wasn't playing good.
And again, we're talking about the Chiefs, bro. It's not every week we're talking about how good they are, no matter what situation they in. The Chiefs gonna be there.
If they were that good, they should have beat them.
Why we had a surprise?
Well, 3 picks.
So what?
If you get 3 picks in NFL, you're supposed to win that game blowing out, bro. Period.
And again,
you're saying this is the
team that no matter how many
games you can, Chuck.
I don't.
Yeah, I get you. I got you, Chuck.
That's what I'm with you. You're not making sense. The Chiefs are not no normal team in the league that just they're the Chiefs.
So you're telling me this. This is what you're saying.
They will beat majority of the teams in that same situation.
Majority. So who would throw 3 picks and be up 20? Still. So you're just saying the Chiefs with anybody else. So you're saying that's the only team in the whole league right now, correct? That could go up 20. You put the single mode on, bro.
I want to try to put it on me.
The only team. So you saying just because it's the Chiefs, then you said they play good, but they're down 20. I don't get it. So they play good, but they're down 20. So But they lost by 3. I don't get it.
What?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. How did they play good, but they were down 20?
And in that same situation, how many other teams in the league do they beat if they get 3 picks? That's not the Chiefs.
They should have beat the Chiefs then. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they played. I don't think they played good.
I'm with you, Chuck.
I don't think they played good.
They're the Chiefs, man. The Chiefs.
I just don't think they played good. I think you're deep. Watch this, Chuck. This is real. I think, and you've been complaining about this the whole time. This is one complaint you've had. You have not believed in the move with Fitzpatrick. Okay? And you're right. Chiefs on team that can do that. I give you that. I'm not going to dispute that. But I think the way that game went, and I watched some of the game, that there was no reason to how the Chiefs won, even though they're the Chiefs. I don't think your offense was potent enough to capitalize. I think your defense is fine. I just don't think your offense was potent enough.
Right. And so my question for you: same exact game. Do they beat the Patriots if they play that game?
No, because Bill Belichick. I don't think so. Mm-mm.
So if they get three picks,
my fault.
That's my fault. The Patriots, they don't win that game.
That's my fault. Yes, they win that game.
Raiders, they get 3 picks. Do they possibly win that game with getting 3 picks in the game?
Correct. I'll give you that.
Buffalo. I think Buffalo might.
No, they Buffalo was
climbing. So Buffalo too.
So Buffalo was climbing back.
That's why
I watched some of that game. Were they capitalizing off the turnovers?
No, because of the offense.
They weren't.
No, they weren't. And they got
not gonna win.
You're not gonna win, but they got them points late. So that's why I don't like that score. They came back. They didn't come back. They got them late. That's what I'm saying.
So what you're saying? It was empty calories. That's pretty much what you're saying.
Right. They were empty calorie points. It wasn't impressive.
So we're moving on. Jalen Hurts debut, man. How y'all feel about his debut? How you feel about it, Skate? What you think about it?
I think he ran a little too much for me, but that's his game. He did his thing though. I like it. I think that should be their starter going forward.
Yeah, I agree with what Skate said. He ran a little. I mean, he had 18 carries. I mean, it's a lot, but I think he played a great game. But I think that's the way the offensive coordinator called it. What you think, Chuck?
I get what Skate's saying, but I slightly disagree because I think every time he ran, I don't think it was without purpose. I don't think he just ran because he just needed to run. If wasn't nothing there, he went and got the yards that he needed to get. It ain't like they just got the ball and he automatically just took off. Like he was sitting in the pocket for a couple of seconds, and if wasn't nothing there, then he just go and run on the edge. So I don't think a lot of the plays were just run call for him to run. I think a lot of them want nothing there, so you got to get what you can get.
I think there's a lot of one read. If it ain't there, go. You know what I mean?
I think that was.
But he played great.
I mean, but you got to cater to you. You got to cater to you.
Yeah, you do.
Hold on. What you mean, Skates?
When I say that, I mean you got to put him in. You got to put him in a place to be successful.
Oh, okay.
He's successful by doing what he did to win that game. See what I'm saying?
So you don't think? So you don't think it's sustainable even if he's the starting quarterback next year?
No, I don't.
Yeah, as long as you're putting him in a position to be successful. Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you think it's sustainable? Okay. The reason why I'm asking that he said they ran too much, and I agree with Chuck actually because I think they had the one read. I don't know who I discussed with. It was the one read. You don't see that read, get out of there. That's all they did all night. One read, get out of there.
Yeah, but my thing is too. I feel like something like you, Miles Sanders. But what I was saying was, I think Miles Sanders ran for just as many yards. Like towards the end of the game, you running him, he fumbled. To me, he shouldn't even had the ball.
Nah.
Just hand the ball off to Miles Sanders and get up out of there.
Yeah.
I mean that's how I feel about it. What you think, James?
I think he played the game. He played how I expected him to play. That's what I thought he was gonna do the whole game. Get out on the edge and run and make some plays passing. But he played like I expect him to play. So I think it's sustainable for the rest of the year. But next year going into it, he got to change because like we always argue about Ty. They'll definitely have more film on him, and it's different when people got film on you. So he played a good game. I'm mad because they won, but he played a good game.
It's just I think what I'm trying to say is I think you just don't want your quarterback taking that. He didn't take no punishment that particular time. But if you run it 18 times against a normal team, like you got to look at it. I got to put it in perspective. Lamar Jackson ran 9 times last night. and we're talking about probably one of the runningest quarterbacks in the NFL. I mean, now granted, he ran for 124 yards. All his runs was big runs, and I don't really think.
But it's different.
But he don't get down. He don't get down either.
He doesn't. He took a good hit in
so
the third quarter right before he went to the locker room.
Right. You can't say one quarterback don't do it, but then you're saying the other quarterback to do it. Like
I think Lamar Jackson's 9 was more dangerous than Hurts' 18. Because if you look at Jackson is running into traffic. No, the reason I'm saying that when you look at Jackson run, Jackson's running into a lot of traffic. Hurts literally was running out of bounds. He won't run into where nobody can kill him. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think his 18 rushes hurt because he wasn't running to get hit. He was running. There was nobody on the edge at all ever. He was just running, getting 8 yards going out of bounds. 8 yards going out of bounds.
And I think
into no tackles. There's nothing wrong with that. That's
right.
But your chance of having 18 safe runs or 20 safe runs every game.
I don't think it's gonna be every game. This is first game.
Yeah.
So I mean, like Avery said, one read. If you're not, get out of there.
Out of there.
As he play more games, he's gonna progress, and he'll be a better quarterback.
And you knew. You saw it quick. He'll be all right. And you saw it quick when they Saints got the ball and they stopped them. How fast they scored. I think they purposely said, "Hey, we're gonna run the football. We're gonna run in you. We're gonna zone read. We're gonna do all the running we can do to slow the game down." Get our defense there, which the defense played phenomenal. Fast. You know what I'm saying? Phenomenal. Yeah. And they slowed the game down. Right. You're more looking at the attempts of 18. He's not going to do 18 attempts. Even Lamar Jackson, his first year to his second year, they have reduced his running.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that's different.
Right. Yeah, he has big runs.
I think another thing that attributed to how good he was the Saints didn't really make no adjustments to the second half because in the second half he didn't have as many good runs as he had in the first half because in the first half they forgot he could run.
But I think you got to look at it was a tale of two halves too because I think his defense helped the way he wanted to play because his defense played so well. He was able to play that way. If his defense doesn't play well,
it'd have been a long time.
Right.
And you got to think about his last drive when they got the interception in that last drive that put him up 10, if I'm not mistaken. To put him up 10, that one pass, that was a pretty pass, bro. Accurate pass. He sat in the pocket, red, and boom, and got it in. And that's what got him to them to score again. And that really put him over the get him on the threshold. But you got to give him time. It's just one game. He had a great game. They had a great game plan. Defense played superb, and it worked. Now, do I think they're gonna have it all year like that? No. I mean, like next season? No. I think he knows it's gonna be adjusted.
I think regardless who their quarterback is, they have the situation's still the same. They need more weapons.
They need more weapons.
To me, Miles Sanders is okay, but they need a better running game. To me,
but they don't run in enough, Chuck. Like Miles Sanders, they don't run in enough, man. So it's bad.
I agree with Avery on that. I mean, I think Miles Sanders is.
He's fine.
Giving it to him, I think he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
So what do you think they do with Wentz? If you trade him, you got to give him $60 million in this offseason. Next offseason, it would be $30 million. Do you think
is that the cap hit?
That's the cap hit, $60 million. So it's $60 million of dead money. You can't do anything with it. Do you think they'll attempt to trade him, or what do you think they do? Because I mean, I don't know if you could sit someone on the bench that's making that much money for that long a period of time.
Why not?
Well, I don't think that's the problem. The problem is how that quarterback room going to be. Can Wentz handle it being the backup? That's the problem. There's a lot of chatter come out of Philly. Wentz is very selfish. So that's he's all about me. I can do this, I can do that, and still career over. So that's the major problem. I don't even think the 60 and 30 minute really matters to Philly. You got a young quarterback, you don't have to pay him right now. You can still go put younger pieces around him, go to the draft and get what you get. But
hey, Gil stupid.
Gil, I'm with you, baby. Hey, Gil, I'm with you, baby. But I'm just saying, what y'all think? I think it's more the quarterback room.
When have we ever seen somebody owe that much money sitting on the bench, though?
Well, I personally feel like after this year, he's going back to starting position anyway. Personally,
I'm just with you. If Hurts kills these 3 games,
we know how this goes. Avery, you know your argument about black quarterbacks, and I just feel like it is what it is. I feel like they're going to give Wentz because everybody's saying on ESPN we're going to give Wentz time to rejuvenate, get his mind right, blah blah blah. And the next year, so I think he's going to probably start off next year again anyway, no matter what Hurts does. I really do.
So you think? So you're telling me that's tough, man? You know I'm hard.
It is tough, but
I'm hard about that black quarterbacks. So you're telling me that if Hurts has 3 decent, excellent games,
if he win out,
he may no. So let's say if he doesn't win out. Let's say he rejuvenated the game. There were close games, just like last night. Did you say Baker has improved? Were you kind of impressed with Baker? Even with that interception, Baker looked better. Yeah, with the loss. So you're saying, okay, so I'm just making an example of even with loss, and he looks decent, and the team is still behind him, and then they sit him. That's gonna lose the team, man. They're gonna lose the football team.
But they did it with Nick Foles.
They did it with Nick Foles.
He won him a Super Bowl.
He showed up. The argument, man. When you picking out that much money, you feel like you got to at least try to get your like.
Yeah, I mean, it puts you in a position where you almost have to.
They did it with Nick Foles.
Well, put it like this, man. They don't have. Say it again, Skates.
No, go ahead. I was agreeing. Go ahead.
Oh. Skates got the retro internet with the y'all.
I'm just saying $60 million is a lot of money to just have dead sitting around.
Well, I get it, but see, right now you got to get rid of Deshaun Jackson's injury. You're gonna release whatchamacallit. You're gonna release him. That's 2. You're gonna keep Ertz unless you're gonna pay him. So you're either gonna release or keep him. You got Goddard, right? You can keep him and get rid of Ertz. That's young. Miles Sanders, you're not gonna pay. You got the run quarter. You got to run a young running back. Okay, so then you got Jared. Right? Who?
Fulgham, wasn't it Fulgham? He a rookie? Is he a rookie?
Yeah, he's a rookie.
Yeah. So you got Jaden Rager and Fulgham. Go back into the draft. Go get a tight end and a receiver. Right. Go get a young offensive lineman. You got to worry about defense. I'm just saying they're gonna have to go super young.
Defense legit. The only thing I'd probably add to that defense maybe another corner.
You need another corner. I'm just adding the pieces, but they can still go young within the draft.
Yeah, nah,
you got to draft.
I get what you're saying. That D line is woo.
Yeah, that D line straight now, but that O line been injured the whole time. So
yeah. He but when healthy, he does have a couple of all pros on that
for sure.
But so let's go ahead and transition to basketball, man. One of our favorite things to talk about. NBA preseason started last week. As you know, we got a couple of guys that ain't played in a few seasons. Well, we got one guy that hasn't played in like 2 seasons, John Wall. We got other guys that didn't really. Kyrie kind of played a little bit last season, didn't really play. And then KD hasn't played in a year. You think they look good right now, or you think it's too early to tell because it's the preseason? What do you think, Chuck? I know this is one of the things you was talking about.
I think Kyrie looked real good. The 1 to 2 games. I think he played 1 game or 2 games. How many games they played so far? I know I watched 1 in particular. He played well. With Kyrie, I think my knock on Kyrie is always the same thing. Regardless, he's going to score. Like, it ain't much you can do. He's going to score. But is he going to make everybody else better? And that's always been my knock on him. He's going to get his, but can he make the team around him better? But I do think he looked good. He was scoring well, moving well. KD, I actually think he looked good for the little bit of time he played. You can kind of tell he was a little hesitant though. He wasn't going. He was kind of like a walkthrough playing. He wasn't going too hard. Right. But still look like he can score when he feel like it. So, but I think they look good, and John Wall looks great to me. Oh man, he looks amazing. That's just me. I know it's preseason. You might say he ain't nobody playing it, but I think he just looks fast. He looks same speed. He looks mobile. He had a couple games with 9+ assists. That's what he's been doing this whole. So I think John Wall. If him and Harden can somehow they can convince Harden, which I think gonna happen. I think they can be. They're gonna be a backcourt that's gonna be out of control. And I even like how Zion look. Zion looks in shape, bro.
Yeah. You can tell he lost some weight.
He looks in shape. So I think them certain names. I think everybody looks good for now. You can't say much, like I said, until the competition really gets there. But I think everybody on the right track so far that I've seen.
What you think, Avery?
I ain't a big preseason person, man. And I'm not, because the preseason, it's a lot of walkthrough. You're gonna get on somebody's 15 man on the bench. I'm this John Wall looks good, KD looks good. Kyrie just gotta just play basketball, bro. Like he's just doing too much right now. But Kyrie's straight, because the reason why I'm upset about Kyrie is because you run your lifts, but you always injured. Every year you were always injured. Okay, so just close your mouth and play, because you're always injured.
The issue is he ain't running his lips to the media. That's what the issue is.
But he been making these cryptic statements like it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool. But we're just talking about the play. Like Zion, that was impressive stat line. Shoot, you can go Ingram. Both of them gonna be dominant, bro. With Lonzo running the point. I mean, they're gonna be straight.
About time, let them just run the point.
Let them run the point, and then you got forget they got Steven Adams to protect the middle. True. Shoot, they straight. So
that's crazy.
I'm not high on the preseason, because just like people been saying, the preseason will show you one thing and you look like another. Anthony Bennett. Bennett was pulling up. Yeah, Bennett was killing.
We see the highlights. He was
Who you compare to these names? We're talking about Anthony Bennett.
I mean, he was the number one pick.
He was the number one pick.
He ain't no KD, Kyrie.
I didn't say that.
No, we just said in preseason he was cooking. That preseason he was cooking.
But you know these guys gonna do their thing with the time.
Hey,
I really want to see. I just want to see the toll. I just want to see the toll on KD when it's get them long draw time, the 40th, the 50th game, and let's see his body. I know he's slim, but let's see if his body keeps going. That's my thing.
You're not really gonna see what he made up to around February, March.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? You're really gonna see what it is then. The first couple of months it's gonna be chill. Ain't gonna be.
Yeah, KD will be all right. He gonna be all right, man.
What you think, Skates? You been watching it?
No, actually, I haven't really been watching preseason. So
yeah, I haven't either. I'm with you on that. I ain't been watching.
Yeah, I haven't really seen as much. I just know that dude from the Lakers, Halton Tucker. My first round pick from last year. I know he had almost 40 in the game.
Yeah, they talking about they need to trade him because they say he need to get clocked. They need to trade him. No, that's serious. They need to trade him. They ain't gonna trade him. Hey, they got that man on the bench for what? He's dropping buckets. Now, here we go again. Now, you can drop them buckets in the preseason. And we get the regular season. But see, his issue is this right here with the Lakers, though. His issue is this with the Lakers is this. He's not going to be able to drop them numbers.
Right. Now he ain't get in rotation.
Because he's not going to get in the rotation.
You don't know what he can do. Right.
So they need to trade him. And you're trading for his career. You're not trading. You're being selfish by holding him.
Right.
And I'm just being real.
That's fact.
Yeah. So that I get exactly what you're saying. And I can agree with that. Now I know one of the big topics that was this week, man, was the top 10 list that came out from the NBA. Has anybody had opportunity to see the list yet?
Yeah,
I saw it.
No, I missed it.
So so it was LeBron. I'm about to find it real quick. It was LeBron was number one.
About to say you got it?
I have it.
AD is number two.
Right beside me.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Chuck. Go ahead.
This is number one LeBron, 2, they got AD, they got 3, Giannis, they got 4, they got Luka, 5, they got Kawhi, 6, they got KD, 7, they got Dame, 8, they got Steph, 9, they got Harden, 10, they got Jokic.
Okay, so who you can have this, James? This is black.
Nah, y'all go ahead, Tyrus. You go ahead first. Yeah, go ahead.
You got to do number 2. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, to me, AD shouldn't be number 2. Luka is not better than Harden. I don't think he's better than Dame Dollar yet.
He's not better than Steph.
I mean, can I finish? He's not better than Steph. He's not better than KD. Like, they had it for everybody. Luka probably really is like 7 or 8.
9?
You know what I'm saying? 8, 9, yeah, something like that. Because I agree with Jokic being 10th. I agree with LeBron being number 1. I think until we see KD is not what he once was, he has to, if he is or isn't. I think he has to be number 2. And then probably for me, number 3 would be probably Giannis. 4 would be
you got it 2 again, Tyrus?
He got KD.
That would be KD.
You said KD? Okay.
Well, how are you putting Giannis over Kawhi? Because of last year?
Back-to-back MVPs. I mean, Kawhi.
Back-to-back MVP to Kawhi winning 2 titles and got 2 final MVPs.
Okay,
and let a franchise.
Tell me who had a better year last year.
And still, we're talking about playoffs. Hold on, we're talking about playoff.
Well, the playoffs.
We base this on a lot of things based on championships, right? So why you take AD out there? Okay, AD had a better year than Giannis. Are you talking about MVP? But I take AD out because I still don't see him leading the team yet. He ain't led that team to the finals. He helped.
That's why I think AD's probably still in the top 5. I think you have to put Kawhi in there.
But I mean, Giannis got too many pieces been out in the second round and the finals. And he should have been in the finals.
So the question is, are y'all judging these names off individual like what they got, or you judging it off their accolades? That's what makes the difference.
And I get what you're saying, Chuck. Because if you go by accolades, then I'll take the two final MVPs.
The whole list changes.
Right. I take the 2 final MVPs over 2 regular season MVPs.
And I'll take Steph over a lot of people. I mean, even though he had good teammates, but Steph was top 3 then. If you take him out,
and he has 3 titles.
Right. 2 MVPs. I mean, he got all that.
Yeah. Giannis got 2 MVPs in the defensive player of the year, but he hasn't gotten the team to the finals.
So what is we basing the list off of?
It's just your opinion.
If you base it off individual gift or accolades, that means the list is going to change either way. Like the list is not going to be the same. It probably won't even be close.
I just say off your opinion.
I say your opinion, but I think we're going to agree. If KD's KD,
well, Ty said I like that. Ty said based it off of last season, just last season.
We based it off of last season.
KD and Steph not in there.
So KD's not in there. You can't base off of last year.
It's honestly pretty accurate.
Then how is Steph and KD in it if you're basing?
I'm saying if you take them 2 out of the equation, if you base it off of last year, probably Harden needs to be a little higher, but I mean,
Giannis got to be number 2 then.
So I still don't put AD second.
Yeah, Giannis got to be number 2.
You got to be number 2.
You got people on this team that's leading their teams and fighting for it. Like, I mean,
Giannis won the MVP and defensive MVP, so he had to be number 2.
Yeah. Shoot, you can put an argument, put him number 1. I mean, for real.
So you can't base it off last season,
right? Like, are you going to base off the whole career? Because I know they are basing off of last season. You got to take KD. And
you got to take KT.
Number 2. I ain't think about that.
You got to put Jimmy in there if you're going to base off of last season.
Last season, yeah.
From what I was told, the list is their projections of how they think this year will be.
This year's going to go. Okay, cool.
They think LeBron will be the best player. They think AD will be second. I still don't think it's accurate. Though. I still don't think it's accurate.
To me, I do it. Ain't nobody did it. I do it. To me, if we base it off of what they're talking about, I mean, you can't say not LeBron. I'll take LeBron 1.
I'm surprised you taking LeBron 1. The way you hate him.
Oh, me too.
Me too.
Oh,
yeah, me too. That's good.
I am.
That's a good one.
I'm surprised he didn't say Paul George just to get
over LeBron.
Y'all never heard me say LeBron was the best in the game. You never heard me say that. But I've never said he's not the best in the game.
We've never heard you say he is the best in the game.
Right.
We don't know, Chuck. This is the first time we ever heard you say it, buddy.
It's so positive about it. That's the first time I ever heard you so positive about it.
I'm giving him a
sure.
Chuck didn't like that. I felt like a healthy KD was the best in the game. That's all I've ever said. I feel like if KD don't get hurt, to me, KD is the best player in the league. That's the only thing I've ever said. But other than that,
no disagreements on that. I like that.
I take LeBron at 1. I take Giannis at 2. I take.
Y'all killed me when I put him in the top 3.
I take,
I said y'all killed me when I put him in the top 3.
With the whole KD thing.
When I put Giannis in the top 3.
With the whole KD thing, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think KD's gonna be more effective when the playoffs come around. See, that's when it's gonna change. From like, I would have him number 2 because it's gonna be a totally different game when the playoffs come around with KD.
So why wouldn't Giannis be in the top 3? I'm confused. You got me with that statement. Who told you Giannis was in the top 3?
Before the bubble, I never thought Giannis was top 3. I thought Kawhi. It would be Kawhi.
I take Kawhi over
KD.
Giannis.
That's just me. Yeah. I'm still gonna stick with
Kawhi.
I'm going.
I had LeBron,
KD, and Kawhi. I'm not gonna stop taking Kawhi because of one bubble.
Steph. How did y'all have KD before the bubble? KD won't playing.
We're just basing it.
I get what you're saying.
We're just basing it.
Ty said we killed him last time, and I said last time.
No, just earlier when I did my top 5, y'all was like, "Oh, how
we just didn't like it.
How the heck you got Giannis that high up?"
Well, based on we still put KD.
MVP.
We did 2 scenarios: either KD there, KD not. KD there, even last year. I get what you're saying. You got to take him out because he play. I get it. But we're gonna put him in there. I still think he's the second best player in the league.
Yeah, me too.
And he's still pushing number 1. It just technically. So that's just me. But I still think Kawhi is number 3.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I don't see where the movement's at.
Because I got AD at 4 on mine.
I think Giannis is better. I think Giannis is number 4. I don't know. I don't know where you're getting AD at. AD had a franchise, did nothing.
I would say the Giannis or Steph is number 4 or 5, one of them two. I got AD at number 6.
I don't understand. What are you basing AD off of? One season?
Yeah, because I got Steph over AD.
But my thing, like, I know it's hard to figure it out. But what is AD doing that he hasn't been doing, even though he was in New Orleans not winning? What is he doing now that he hasn't always been doing?
Each person either has an MVP, has a Finals MVP, and it has led their team to the finals. He has nothing.
But how would he get it when LeBron's playing every year? How would he get it?
But can you agree? Should New Orleans have been better with AD?
Yes, they should have been better. Yes. Right.
But what? So you expecting him to get a ring or MVP?
Not well. At least get him to
he should have been an MVP one of them years.
He get hurt a lot. He get hurt a lot too.
That's why he took that money. He said it. I get hurt.
Yeah, I get hurt.
I don't see how he wins an MVP over the people that won it. I don't.
So that make them better than him.
That to me, that's one. Is he better than Russell Westbrook?
I like him better than Westbrook.
Okay, I do too. He has the MVP.
But you also too. You gotta look at AD and say, who is he? You look at some of these guys that's winning. Like, who has AD played with that's better than a lot of these guys?
Okay, Russell Westbrook won the MVP on a triple-double. He had nobody.
He had the Victor Oladipo was on that team.
Was he?
Drew Holiday. We'll name Drew Holiday.
You can't say Oladipo. They got him out of Orlando because he was trash at that time. He didn't do nothing. Got Indiana. Come on,
man. Name one big man that has achieved that type of accolades with nothing.
Giannis.
What you mean? Yeah, that's one.
Giannis got a 2-time All-Star.
Chris Middleton, he wasn't nothing.
He's a 2-time All-Star.
What about Drew Holiday? So who's better, Drew Holiday or Chris Middleton?
Drew Holiday one All-Star. Was All-Star
one time. Who's better? Who you would take? Drew Holiday or Chris Middleton?
I think it would depend on how my team set up.
Well, answer the question. Who would you take?
You can't sit here and say Chris Middleton trash.
Who are you going to take?
I just told you know how much
you know how to say which one I want to. You know how to say which one I want to go to. You want to go to Ryan's or go to Corral? That's how you know how to pick that. Which you want?
And you know how you would pick? You would say both.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know how to decide that.
You would say both. So what's the difference?
Don't answer the question.
This is why. Okay, go ahead.
Who is better, Drew or Middleton?
Drew Holiday is better.
Thank you.
But my question is, I don't like the comparison with Russ because Russ has the ball 95% of the time.
But I'm not comparing that. You said AD's better, right? Do you agree that they're both in the West? Both of them are in the West.
Okay.
The West is the toughest conference.
Okay.
AD got his team to a second round one time and got to the playoffs twice. Each year, at least Westbrook got him to the playoffs. He's doing the playoffs twice.
And TC, you got to stop it. Cousins got a cup of coffee in New Orleans before he got hurt, man.
Cousins leading the league in rebounds and blocks that year. And he was averaging 20 points. So don't say Cousins wasn't hooping that year.
Before that Achilles,
Yes.
But he probably played 20 games with them, and then he got hurt.
He got hurt in the playoffs.
He got hurt in the playoffs.
No, he didn't get hurt in the playoffs.
He
didn't get hurt in the playoffs.
He played the whole season with him.
You got to add the All-Star break, bro. He got
hurt during the end, bro. He didn't hurt.
No, he didn't.
No, he did not. No, he didn't.
I'll pull it up right now, bro.
But that's fine. Whatever. They had Mirotic. Yeah, I forget about Mirotic. He was a bucket getter too.
He was hurt all the time.
But
I'm talking about individual games because when you say, okay, Russ got he did this and he got an MVP. Russ has the ball all the time to make this stuff happen.
It doesn't matter.
Davis don't have the ball that much.
But what does that matter? Is, I get what you're saying with the individual game.
He's shooting the ball 30 plus times. He's doing it like he's doing everything.
Yeah, Russ doing everything.
But fine, but you're saying AD is better than Russell Westbrook, correct? That's all I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if he's better, then his team should have been better.
I disagree.
Period. Wow.
I disagree.
Okay, if he's better, and the dude who's
that's why it's a team. That's why it's a team sport.
Now it's a team thing. Because so it's a team thing, but you've been to the playoffs twice.
Because Westbrook's going to be more effective than AD because of the way he plays. He is. He's not a better player. Like for example, let's say we're talking about you. Let's say
so he's not a top 10 player. Hold on. So he's not a top 10 player then. If you're saying that, a top 10 player should at least get your team to the playoffs. At least.
Man. All right.
So you disagree with that?
Not a top 10, a top 5. They say the top 5.
I'm
talking about now. I don't know back then. I ain't say he was top 5 back then.
Oh.
I'm talking about now. I don't care.
I'm just asking a top 10 player. We all agree Jimmy Butler is a top 15 player, correct? He's getting these mediocre teams to the playoffs.
True.
That's all we're saying.
That's a whole
Minnesota.
Minnesota about Karl Anthony Towns.
They never made the playoffs without Jimmy.
Exactly.
Exactly. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah. But when I said that before, y'all said he was causing problems in Minnesota.
Who? He still took him to the playoffs.
You can't have one day.
I didn't say it was an issue in Minnesota when I said that before.
He probably was, but he still
got him
to the playoffs.
However you want to do this.
I know.
I mean, you can do how you want to flip it and all that. He still got the playoffs.
So Philly was mediocre too.
No. But they didn't have the same dog. They didn't go to the same.
Now Miami, you can't say going into the season. Miami was
going to the finals.
You looking at Miami like, yo, they mediocre. You saying that?
Come on, man.
Nah, I ain't think they was mediocre. I thought it was a playoff team.
They're a fifth seed in the East. A fifth seed in the East. Not the West now, the fifth seed in the East. And you said, okay.
And when the playoffs started, I picked them to go to the finals.
How many years have they not made the playoffs though? They hasn't.
They made it.
They made like
right? And it been 1 year,
but they were like the 8th seed.
And they haven't made it.
They was under 500 when they played.
Our point is, did you think they were going to be in the finals? That's our point.
When the playoffs started, I picked them to go to the finals.
No. Hold on, Chuck. Let me address this fool. You picked them because everybody else didn't pick them.
Right.
We're not going to start this again. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you say you like them. Well, you say you like them.
I didn't pick them, James.
We say you like them.
We said, why did you pick them?
Okay, bet. So everybody lying now. All right, cool. All right, cool.
We said, why did you pick them?
I know you like them the whole season.
We know you picked them,
but why'd you pick them?
Tell the truth. Why did you pick them?
Because I believed in Jimmy. I've been saying that.
Bro, you just get off this show.
Okay, is Jimmy a top 10 player then?
It's like somebody else was yelling dollar, 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 dollar.
Absolutely, I'm still yelling dollar. It ain't gonna stop.
Tyrus, is Jimmy Butler better than Damian Lillard?
Good question.
I'm gonna tell you what Jimmy Butler said.
He answered the question.
Hey man, come on, man.
No, I'm gonna tell you what Jimmy Butler said. Jimmy Butler said, they said, do you have an issue with the top 10 that came out? He said, no, all them guys are better than me.
No, but we asking you.
We're asking you. No. You.
Who you taking, Jimmy Butler or Damian Lillard?
See, he's not answering the question again. He's going around the question.
Give me Jimmy Butler.
You taking Jimmy over Damian? Thank you.
He's doing that because we're getting him.
Because he got hard.
He got hard.
Because he got hard.
So my man, y'all.
Come on.
Well, you're disrespectful again.
Jimmy Butler, that dude.
I like Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler, hey, look, Jimmy Butler, the XXXL bully. Damian Lillard is the regular bully.
So we're gonna go back to the same thing. He got his team to the final. Hold on, he got his team to the finals. So we're gonna go back to AD. So I need to know. I didn't know
Damian Lillard got his team to the Western Conference Final.
In the West.
AD didn't do that.
And again, that's why I say your list is off preference. Because me, I like to give my list back to me who's the better individual player. I don't want to always look at rings and that's how I look at my list. So I guess that's why my take on the list is different from y'all's, because when I look at just the individual type of, I think AD is better than a lot of people.
And then
if you take out MVPs, I think AD is better than.
I can't. I can't. But you know why you can't take them out?
No. This what get me. You got somebody on this panel that say stats and rings don't matter. You get into an argument. What's the first thing you bring up, Chuck?
Hey, Avery, he got you there, bro.
Thank you.
Y'all keep making me switch sides, but y'all make it some good
Tyrus. My point. Here we go. Tyrus, you want to make my point? We can take it out. If you want to take it out, take it out. My point of AD, we can take it out. Period. We'll take out the rings and everything. You can yell. I don't care. We can take the rings. At the end of the day, all the people I've named have led their team further and done more with their team other than AD. Every person I've named. We can take all the rings out.
Still sitting down
here we go. He's only been until he got to the Lakers, he's been to the playoffs twice. That's it.
Dame Dollar at least went to the West Conference Finals.
He gets there every year.
And he will never go back.
What's your point?
Okay,
that's you trying to get on the side. So I flipped it again, right? I took all the titles out. Now he's talking about something. Boy ain't gonna get it again. Get out of here, man.
Probably won't. AD was gonna win the championship again. AD and LeBron is gonna win the championship. That simple. So
come on.
Never make it past the second round again.
And that's fine.
So James and Avery, are y'all saying that KD's not a top 5 player?
AD?
Who?
You mean AD?
AD is not a top 5 player.
I don't think he's over Giannis, Kawhi, Steph. KD,
I don't either.
Or LeBron.
But I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying.
Like
as the end, like he a beast. Like
I'm a person that you got.
When I look at it, he scores like everybody else. He's a better defender than a lot of them.
But then you got to come to the intangible. Is he leading his team like everybody else?
That's where I'm coming from. I'm not coming. If you want to go take out the MVPs and all that, take them out. That's fine. You can have it. But he has not led his team like all those 5 players.
So you telling me if AD was on the team with Clay and Draymond,
now it's Clay. It's Clay.
They wouldn't be in the finals.
Dame Dollar had CJ McCollum. He's still getting to the finals.
We're talking about AD and Steph right now.
I'm making the comparison.
We're talking about AD and Steph right now. We're not talking about.
We can't flip it. We're not gonna have that. We're talking about the team he had. He should have been in the playoffs every year with that talent of him. He should have been in the playoffs.
And Julius Randle was hooping that year too.
Look at the guys.
You're making it.
Westbrook averaged 20. He averaged 20 points that year too.
Westbrook got to the playoffs every year.
Now where they at?
Huh?
Westbrook got to the playoffs.
Now where they at? Where his team at?
What's your point?
No, he played with AD, averaging 20 points. He averaged 20 with AD, and then you got the point guard. Like that was good.
Okay, so he averaged. Julius Randle averages 20 now. Right. Where is he at? Where's the team at?
What is your point?
So where was AD team at with Julius Randle?
This is
where I think we're losing it. This is why I think we're losing it.
I ain't lost nothing.
I think it's unfair because right now you can't judge him off the Pelicans. Right now, we're talking about right now. That Pelicans team don't matter no more. Wow, that don't matter.
All that out
in the last 2-3 years, AD is one of the top players in the league. Period. Like you can talk about.
I don't think he's not better than those 5 we named.
I don't think so. No,
he's not better than James Harden.
Man, besides Kawhi getting lucky and daggone Toronto, what is he really done?
Now, hold on a second. Now it's luck. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like this dude's a character. Oh, it's luck. Okay, he got lucky.
He only beat Jimmy Butler and that stack team. He only beat Giannis and all them, but he just lucky. Okay,
he right. Y'all just said Giannis ain't doing nothing.
We got him over Giannis. We put him over Giannis. We put him over Giannis. We put him over Giannis.
If y'all put him over Giannis, how he not in the top 5?
No, but we got him number 3. He's number 3 behind KD and LeBron.
But what I'm saying is this:
if you say Chuck Curry.
Curry.
I got why you said that, Curry.
Curry, yeah.
I got you.
Hey, Chuck, I'm gonna talk to you. I can't talk to you that too. Didn't they just say that Giannis and the team won't like that he couldn't get them to the finals? Okay, cool. So now you basing Kawhi off beating them, and then you get to the finals and KD and all them is hurt.
Ty, because just like he still beat that boy Jimmy Butler. He still beat that stack team. That team don't count.
He beat them. He beat them with that shot at the end.
But he did not win. Did he beat a stack team? Did he beat one of the best teams? That team was stacked.
No,
did he not beat him? Did he beat him?
You got a dude that can't shoot. You got another dude that was hurt every other game. His stomach hurt this game.
Hold on a second. Did Philly have 3 top 20 players on that team? 3.
You always talking about how Ben Simmons can't shoot.
Answer my question. Wait a minute. No. See, this is why I hate myself.
When was this? Last year?
No, when he won the top. Does Philly have 3 top 20 players at that time?
Who were they?
Everybody said Joel, Jimmy Butler, and Ben Simmons. Were
at the time, 20? I didn't think Ben Simmons was top 20.
And that's cool. 25? 25?
Possibly. Because I didn't think he was top.
So you got 2 top.
Okay, so tell me this. What the heck is Kyle Lowry then?
Do you think he's better than Ben Simmons?
Yes.
I do.
Okay, that's your opinion. I mean, I don't.
They had JJ. They had a stacked team, bro. You can't say that team.
Come on, man.
You can't say that team wasn't stacked, bro.
But how's that team so stacked when Joel Embiid had like 5 points in that last game? But
you can't help us play like so. Joel Embiid ain't no top.
You tripping, man? You're trying to. I'm respecting James tonight. We have our back and forth. You're so biased. You're being so biased because you're a Lakers fan.
Anything to get it,
You're
bro.
trying anything to get AD up here, bro.
Y'all keep jumping around and saying
haven't jumped.
The team is stacked. Just because a player don't play good doesn't mean your team ain't stacked, bro. Your team is stacked.
James, hold on. Let him talk. Go ahead, Ty.
I'm just trying to find out how it's a stacked team because y'all have discredited the team one time. Y'all was talking junk about Chris Middleton in Milwaukee, saying that Chris Middleton ain't good. Okay. Milwaukee, yada yada. But then in the same breath, you say, "Oh, well, he beat Giannis and Chris Middleton and them."
What we saying is he beat them. That's why he better than them. That's what we saying.
And then y'all saying Giannis ain't top 5. Like, so how's he?
We didn't say that. We didn't say that.
Yo, go back.
Nah, they never say Giannis.
You're high right now. You must have an edible or something, man.
I'm gonna tell you my top 5. LeBron 1, KD. Kawhi, and then you can either go back and forth with either Steph or Giannis. Or Giannis.
That's my top 5. Me and him agreeing the same thing.
And then I got AD at 6.
And I'm taking AD. I'm putting him 7 because I'm putting Harden over that.
You can put Harden.
You put a burger over. You put a burger over him too. So what is that? I don't understand what. I don't understand how
listen. First, he tried to give me about the titles. I take the titles and I put the comparison to playoffs. He arguing that. Then he go back to the Kawhi thing. He's all over the place. Next, he's gonna talk about after the show. Next, he's gonna talk about can I go to cater to you and get a bucket of chicken?
Hey, look,
so I mean,
Kawhi was what y'all said it was. Why he ain't beat Denver? That's a stat. According to y'all, Kawhi was on a stacked team, right?
Then why did it take AD to get to LA to get a title to get to the final?
Kawhi was on a stacked
team, right? He wanted to try it. They lost. It is what it happens.
He's a top 2-3 player according to y'all.
I can say the same thing. AD got swept.
AD got swept by who though? Golden State, right?
I don't care who it is.
Right?
Now it's the team. That's what I'm saying. He's going to now. He's going to do. I'm done, man. You got it, man.
So if he got swept by Golden State, James Harden got beat by Golden State every year too.
But listen, Golden State has swept some of the top 3 players that y'all just put on y'all list.
For sure.
At one point in time.
At one point in time.
You got to throw that out. You got to.
Golden State almost swept LeBron. I think it is.
No.
Golden State people in there.
He brought the 3-1 up. I just said AD got swept. I don't care who it was. You see what I'm saying? I'm not caring what
he got beat by. Who didn't get beat by Golden State?
Now it's who got beat. I'm talking about
didn't get beat by him though.
If he's that good, he can get one.
But this is like I said. It's just to me. I get y'all points, but I still think we're being unfair to AD because of what was back then. We're looking too much. We're looking too much into back then because this man, like somebody just said in the post, without LeBron, he wouldn't have this. But if he didn't have AD, LeBron wouldn't have this last ring either. So
I don't know. I don't know that.
Oh, now, you know what?
That bubble.
Now you
I ain't gonna agree with that. I'm not like a Bron, but
if AD is not on this Lakers team, they don't win no ring. Stop.
You get loud. You can get loud you want to. If I get knocked on your door, then you won't get loud no more.
No, but you need to stop. Now you do.
I want you to knock on my door.
He talking about AD never had a good team. AD had a great
team. Not good like
what
that.
are you talking about?
I'm done with Ty. Ty just talk. Go ahead, Ty. Ty, go ahead and end the show, man.
I'm in it. Hey, we appreciate y'all for watching. Say what, say it again. These two dudes on the right. I'm hitting them up, but you can hit me and Chuck up. All right. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Bye.
Love y'all.